We are following breaking news as we come on the air here at 6 a.m. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jason Hackett alongside Alicia Lewis.
Now, our photographer just arrived on scene to an apartment fire that's happening in Fridley. We're working to get information, and we're going to bring you all of that in just a moment. Before we get to that, though, weather is a big story this morning as well. Snow is already coming down, John. It's been coming down for a good part of the morning already.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very light here this morning. Flurry activity is an interesting one in the morning. Sometimes it's totally fine. Other times it causes hundreds of accidents. Right now, I'll probably jinx it, but right now the roads are okay. Again, we will monitor these very closely. If it gets bad, if that whole section turns to blue, we'll issue an impact alert. But for now, you should be okay. I'd still give myself a little bit of extra time if you're traveling. So there's one little batch that has to come through. Again, we've seen very minor accumulation here in the backyard. You could probably just broom it off. But this one little batch is going to work into the metro. So if you're traveling in the next hour, you will see some snow by 7:38. This will be completely gone at that time, so hopefully the roads improve. You know, what are we looking at this week? You got to stay super in tune with the forecast. Even, you know, listen, I'm a meteorologist. You're just watching the weather, but I would stay super alert on this. You got one clipper this morning. 2 clipper is tonight, the second. 3rd clipper's tomorrow. I mean, there's so much activity, it's hard to keep up with it. We'll try to map this entire thing out for you. Got a lot of weather coming in your forecast. Cece, morning.
Good morning, 6:01. Yeah, not seeing any crashes because of the flakes that are falling, but I do know that the West Metro is seeing more slick roads, so keep that in mind. Really, the West Metro and Southwest Metro. So if you're in Burnsville, Lakeville, keep that in mind. I am seeing the stalled vehicle, though, blocking the ramp from Highway 169 southbound to Highway 62, Highway 212 west. So as you're driving toward Eden Prairie, you see it's right here off on the right. Cars are passing just fine, but you should definitely use some caution. It's not in the best area, but again, not causing any slowing. If we take a look here at the bigger map, things are still good right now, but I'd still add a few extra minutes just so you're not running into any slowing that might come in the next hour or so. Jason.
All right, Cece, we will talk to you soon. Thank you. We also have breaking news out of Prior Lake from overnight. Right now, crews are working on hot spots at a mosque that caught fire just after 2 a.m. You can see heavy smoke coming from the roof there. Right now, the cause is under investigation. We're going to check in on that scene as soon as we can.
Well, today, federal immigration operations will continue here in the Twin Cities Metro.
That's right. Tonight, several people will gather in Minneapolis for a rally in support of the Somali and Afghan communities. This comes as 2 families are figuring out what comes next after ICE raided their home in Burnsville. This is Ring camera footage you're seeing now, showing more than a dozen agents at a home in Burnsville. The family upstairs says they were able to prove that they were U.S. citizens, but they say the young couple renting the basement were stopped on their way home from the grocery store. The Ring camera shows ICE arresting the man. They also arrested the woman leaving their 7-year-old behind. ICE also arrested 2 other men, one of whom has 2 children and a pregnant wife who saw it all.
Ellos tras de que me abrieron la puerta, yo salí. Tras de que yo salí, ellos me estaban apuntando con las armas. Y pues mi hija estaba conmigo, el niño lo tenía dormido en mi hombro.
Now, the family says out of the 4 detained, 1 person, the father of the 7-year-old, has a work permit and is talking with a lawyer. Now, the White House border czar Tom Homan is defending the Trump administration's immigration crackdown in Minnesota and the tactics agents are using.
And if any ICE officer, border patrol agent, acts out of policy or does something inappropriate, they'll be held accountable. But we got to remember, I mean, they're under attack, and we're at a place in this country where all of a sudden the ones who enforce the law are the bad guys, and the ones who broke the laws are victims.
He says citizens and permanent residents who are obeying the law have nothing to worry about, and that ICE agents are not targeting people solely based on appearance. We will continue to follow the latest on the ICE raids in the Twin Cities here on KARE 11 and our streaming app, KARE 11 Plus. You can download it on your TV and watch for free.
This morning, students at a Superior, Wisconsin middle school are learning from home today after a man shot a police officer, drove through the front of the school, and then barricaded himself inside. It happened just before 3 yesterday morning, just across the border from Duluth. Police say it started after they pulled the van over in connection to a domestic dispute. They say that the driver got out and shot a semi-automatic rifle, hitting an officer. The officer and another officer shot back, hitting the suspect. That's when he fled and crashed into the middle school, barricading himself in a room for 4 hours before police arrested him. The Superior mayor says that the officer's bravery saved lives.
This community is safe because officers were willing to take a bullet for the people of Superior. I will always be grateful for that.
And both the officer and the suspect are out of the hospital this morning. Wisconsin's Department of Justice is investigating.
Time now 6:05. Right now, volunteers are getting ready to hand out thousands of winter essential items to those in need in downtown Minneapolis. Michelle Beck is live at the convention center this morning with all the details. Michelle.
Yeah, hey there. You know, the nonprofit that runs this is called Coated in Love, and there's clearly a reason why. Take a look at all these coats. These are several of a few thousand coats that are going to be handed out today. And look around the Minneapolis Convention Center, taking a look, a wide look this way here. It's not just coats, but also sleeping bags and hygiene kits ready to be given out from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Today's 5th annual event by Coated in Love will also include free haircuts, reading glasses, and warm meals. And that's on top of access to dozens of social services. And now as early as 4:30 this morning, we met with one person waiting outside in line, and he says he could use some new winter gear. Take a listen.
Right now I'm wearing an old coat that I've had for about 10 years, and I'm here at this event to get a new coat, hopefully something that's going to fit a little better, not so baggy. It takes out the big trouble of worrying about having to get a coat or worrying about having to get expensive boots for maybe snow removal or doing, everyday jobs or gigs. But for the most part, this event just gives me resources that I usually don't know about. So I think all in all, it's just a good resource just to come and just learn about things you don't know about the community, about the town.
Yeah, so this event is now in its 5th annual year, and this year they are expecting the most number of people. This year they're expecting about 4,000 people here, ready to receive some new coats and all of the above. Back to you.
Yeah, so many things that we take for granted, a new coat or a nice new haircut. Those people are going to be provided today, which is great to see. Michelle, thank you very much.
Well, this morning we're just 60 days away from the Winter Olympic Games in Milano Cortina, and more athletes are punching their tickets, including Minnesota's own Jessie Diggins. After taking 3rd in the World Cup in Norway yesterday, she posted on social media saying that the goal is to leave everything on the course, and she's proud to do that. This will be her 4th and final Olympic Games, so it'll be fun to watch her. Then over in Kelowna, BC, Canada, the curling qualifiers will continue today. Right now, Team Casper is tied for 2nd behind People's Republic of China. Their only loss right now, and they're going to be taking on Poland later today, so we're cheering on Team Casper. And over on the women's side, Team Peterson is tied for 3rd with 2-2 record after the weekend. They're going to be facing Estonia today. Both the men's and women's are trying to get a spot. There's 2 spots open for each, so they just got to get one.
And it hasn't been an issue in the past, but you can't assume.
Can't assume.
Can't be presumptive. Hopefully they make it in and represent USA.
I'm so hoping they're going to get to that gold medal match, because then I get to go to Cortina and experience that and watch them in action.
Exactly. Speaking of that, Alicia, she is packing her bags right now. She's going. She's going to be there, hopefully watching that USA team. She's going to be providing us exclusive coverage of the games live from Italy right here on Sunrise. Still packing up those bags, getting everything together. 60 days, right?
My bag is empty. Makes me nervous thinking that, I got 60 days to figure out my life before I go.